Gascon. Good morning, Mr. Gascon. Sir, you're charged with driving while intoxicated. It's elevated to a Class A misdemeanor because of the high blow, so you're facing up to a fine. We're going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one, one will be appointed to you, sir.
Notice how the judge immediately elevates this DWI to a Class A misdemeanor because of the high blood alcohol reading. That's a big deal, up to a year in jail or significant fines. Probable cause is being established right off the bat, which sets the stage for everything else in this case. Have you ever wondered how officers decide on probable cause so quickly? This is it, folks.
Yes, Judge. Okay. On December 6, 2024, officers conducted a traffic stop on the defendant's vehicle after observing it travel at a high rate of speed, approximately 67 miles per hour in a 50-mile-per-hour zone, and turning without using a turn signal. Upon contact with the defendant, the officer observed a strong odor of an alcoholic beverage and red glassy eyes.
Look at those breathalyzer results, 0.166 and 0.167. That's more than double the legal limit in Texas. The court is signaling we're taking this seriously. Random testing and alcohol bans aren't just suggestions here. They're strict conditions that could land you back in jail instantly if violated. Audience, would you follow such stringent rules if you were in his shoes?
The defendant advised he was coming from a company party, and sobriety tests were conducted. HGN 6 out of 6, walk and turn 6 out of 8, one leg stand 0 out of 4. The DIC was read, and the defendant consented to breath. The results were 0.166 and 0.167.
Okay. Mr. Gascon, I'm going to find that there's probable cause to go forward with the case. Did you run his license?
It's eligible, Your Honor.
Okay. You are not allowed to drive unless you have valid liability insurance, and I am making that a condition of your bond. Do you understand?
Sure.
I am also ordering you not to consume alcohol, illegal drugs, or unprescribed controlled medication. I'm going to randomly test you. If I find that you're consuming alcohol or illegal drugs, it's not going to go well for you. Do you understand?
Sure.
We are going to reset your case to give you time to hire a lawyer. So I'm going to have you go to Victoria, sign a reset. You'll get with Fleisher for your bond conditions, and after that, you're free to go.
Yeah.
Don't wait. You need to get on it quick. There's a lot of timing requirements. All right? Okay, please.
Next judge is page 7. Gonzalez, come on up.
Mr. Capitan, great to see you.
Good to see you, Judge. You look very sharp.
Good morning, Mr. Gonzalez.
Good morning, sir.
So you're charged with driving while intoxicated. You're facing up to 6 months in jail and or a $2,000 fine. We're going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one, one will be appointed to you, sir.
Yes, Judge. On December 7th, 2024, officers conducted a traffic stop on the defendant's vehicle at approximately 1:59 a.m. after observing it driving without lights when required near the Texas Avenue, and the officer observed the defendant to be the driver and sole occupant of the vehicle. Officers observed the defendant to have red bloodshot watery eyes and appear unsteady on his feet. The officers also observed a strong odor of an alcoholic beverage emanating from his breath. The defendant stated he was coming from a bar where he had been drinking since around 11. The defendant had 6 clues on the HGN, but refused other standard field sobriety tests. The DIC was read, but the defendant refused. A blood search warrant was drawn and executed.
Got it. All right, Mr. Gonzalez, I'm going to find that there's probable cause to go forward with the case. Have you run his license?
Yes, Judge, it's eligible.
Got it. Mr. Gonzalez, I'm ordering you not to drive unless you have valid liability insurance in your name. Do you understand? I'm also ordering you not to consume alcohol, illegal drugs, or unprescribed controlled medication. You're going to be randomly tested. If you're found to be consuming alcohol or illegal drugs, you will go to jail. I don't know if you'll get another PR bond.
Here's a pivot from courtroom drama to real-life consequences. This isn't just about fines or jail. Look at the human side. The judge is actively helping Mr. Malice find housing, showing the system can also offer support, not just punishment. Makes you think, how often do we see judges go beyond the bench to help someone rebuild their life?
Do you understand? Now you have a lawyer, you've got a great lawyer. Listen to him and he'll take care of you. If he tells me he can't get a hold of you, I'm waiving your appearance so you don't have to waste your time coming to court, but you got to stay in touch. You understand? All right, I'll have you go to Victoria, sign a reset. We'll get you with Fleisher for your bond conditions, then you guys are free to go.
Thank you, Judge.
Any questions?
Your driver, we'll talk about that. My brother every day and said, insurance on my name. Insurance.
You guys talk. If there's anything else that you need, you can always come back. Yeah. I'm so happy that you're here. I'm really, really happy that you're here. Thank you for coming.
No problem, no problem.
Really, I think that it's a big feat that you're even here because in times past, so I'm really happy that you're here. Come back. Good things happen, Ms. Mireles, when you come back. We're not,
Thank you.
So what's going on now?
He picked up this evading. They're waiting for discovery on it before they make an offer. They want to look at discovery before they make an offer.
Is discovery complete?
We're still waiting on body cam and dash, Your Honor.
Okay, I mean, it's only 50 days old. Where are you living? What are you doing with yourself these days? Shh.
I'm still staying kind of in between shelter, and then I'm also on the street a little bit. But
No, how do we get you off the street?
hard. I went to my caught houses, and I went there, and it was very strange because with the paperwork and everything that I had to deal with, it was hard to explain. They told me I was going to one house, but I ended up going to another house, which was complete opposite of what they had said that I would be going to. The conditions were much worse.
Shatoria, what can we do to help Mr. Mireles as far as housing? Do we have?
I have some list of referrals. I can see what he qualifies.
He's going to qualify for the TAP funding. There's no doubt. We've got a list of places. Do you have a phone?
Yeah, I run off Wi-Fi, but I do have one, so I can call.
Do you have a phone?
Yes.
Okay, so there's a list of places that you can go there that, so what specifically can we do, Shatoria? Like housing wise?
I think they today.
Oh, well, no, but I know that you have stuff to do.
He can follow me back to the office and we have a social worker there.
Wonderful. Do you mind doing that so we can find you a place to stay?
Yeah. If not today, I have to get her to the vet, and it's offered for free. She has to get her shots.
Whoa. I don't want, once you go, you're not coming back. You're here already. Just why don't you go talk to them?
If I miss her shots, but I'll go.
You get the shots later.
Yeah.
Okay? Whether you get it now, whether you get it in 4 hours, it's not going to make a difference. You're already here.
I understand. Yeah.
Really, we can try to find you a place to stay.
Okay.
Or would you prefer to stay on the street?
No. It's just I don't know. I'm not so optimistic. I've tried several times.
It's a lot with the initiative that the city is doing, getting the people off the street. Shelters are filling up.
I just kind of give.
Don't give up hope. Never give up hope. There's always something out there. We can always find you something. It's you got to want it though.
Yeah,
right?
I do really want to.
And stay with Lori. Let me get you over there today. I'm happy that you're here. No one's going to do anything to your bond. Just keep coming back and good things will happen. The only other thing I'm going to ask you to do is stay in touch with Lori.
Oh,
Okay? Whether it's via email, whether it's phone, however it may be.
yeah.
When you do that, good things will happen. Unfortunately, we can't do anything with your case today because they don't have any evidence. Can you get it as quick as possible, Alex?
Yes, Your
please?
Honor, we can reach out and get an escalation, Your Honor.
Please.
Yes, Your Honor.
Yes.
Yes, Judge.
So why don't we pick a court date now so he knows when our next setting is?
All right.
Okay. Please go with them, all right?
Okay, well, yeah.
Come on. Good things happen when you come, that.
Really? Thank you. All right. Hey, it's great to see you, Mr. Menendez. Really. I'm proud of you for coming. I want you to understand that above all else, here, I'm going to protect my city at all costs from every single person. I don't care who you are. I don't care what color you are. I don't care if it's a small farm animal. I will do everything in my power to protect this public at all costs. And if that means making your bond extremely high, I'm going to do it in a heartbeat. There are certain expectations that we have here. You are not to use alcohol. You are not to use illegal drugs. I'm going to test you again 45 days from today. And if you test positive for marijuana, if you stop today, then the next time you come back to test, you should test negative. Do you understand? It's going to stop one way or the other. You're not to have contact with the complaining witnesses in this case. You're not to be in possession of any weapons, and you're not to pick up a new case. You know what the expectations are. So if you violate these conditions, you know what's going to happen.
Now we're in serious territory. Terroristic threat of a family member. That's a Class A misdemeanor with up to a year in jail. Notice how the court immediately imposes no contact orders and emergency protection orders. These measures are designed to protect the victim first and foremost. It's a stark reminder that courtroom decisions aren't just paperwork, they're life-changing.
Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
We're going to reset your case to give you time to hire a lawyer. I'm going to have you go to Victoria, sign a reset. After that, we'll give you 45 days. We'll see you back then. Expect a test. It's going to happen.
And
Do you
said
understand?
My lawyer, name right here. That's don't know who my lawyer is.
I don't think did we give him a lawyer?
No, Judge.
No, and it's late. So what I can do is if you want to come back next week, we can give you a lawyer. I'll give you an application to take home, but it's late now. Everybody's gone. Your lawyer that day. But understand, in 45 days, I'm going to test you. Don't do anything that necessitates you having a gun. Don't have a weapon. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
All right, come on.
I can text her now.
Yeah, please. All right. You are Roland Gomez.
Yes, sir.
Mr. Gomez, you're charged with terroristic threat of a family or a household member. That allegation kicks it up to a Class A misdemeanor, so you're facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. We are going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one will be appointed to you, sir.
Yes, Judge.
All right.
On December 7th, 2024, officers were dispatched to a disturbance regarding an unknown weapon at an apartment complex in Harris County, Texas. Upon arrival, the officers met with the complainant and began arguing with her. The complainant stated that at one point, the defendant told her, "I'm going to fuck you all up, I'm going to beat your ass, and I don't care who gets in my way." The complainant stated she was in fear for her life and believed the defendant was going to follow through with the threat to her. Upon making contact with the defendant, the officer observed red glassy eyes and a moderate odor of an alcoholic beverage.
Got it. All right, Mr. Gomez, I'm going to find that there's probable cause to go forward with your case. You have the rip done. What does sister want? Does she want to continue to have contact with him?
Your Honor, the RIP has not been completed at this time. Do you mind? RIP is not done on this one for no contact. Go.
We don't have a number, Judge, on that one.
That's the one.
And that's the one we're in.
Right, I was making sure.
I looked at the offense report, Judge. There's no number listed on it, and there's no number listed in the CCH. So I just am going to get my investigator on it. I couldn't locate her, and that's why I couldn't do the RIP.
So, Mr. Gomez, the way it works is that I'm going to order you not to have contact with this person because I don't know if she wants to have contact with you. Until I know, I'm going to order you not to have contact. I'm also going to enter in a magistrate's order for emergency protection. This is a court order that identifies her as a protected individual. You cannot commit family violence or an assault against this person. Commit an act in furtherance of an offense under section 42.072 of the Texas Penal Code, which is the stalking statute. You cannot threaten, harass, use another person to communicate a threat or harassing behavior. You cannot be in possession of a weapon or go within 200 feet of where she lives or where she works. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
If you violate this court order, the state can and probably will file a violation of protective order, and it's one of the worst cases you can pick up. You pick up one of those, things will go condition of your bond not to consume alcohol or illegal drugs. You will be randomly tested. If I find that you're consuming alcohol or illegal drugs, likewise, you will end up getting your bond revoked. Do you understand? What do you do for a living?
Working for Walmart, sir. Car pusher.
Good.
And I'm just
A month. I don't want to talk about the case. You need a lawyer to represent you, and I'm asking you these questions to see whether you have the ability to hire a lawyer.
I don't have no, I don't have the money to hire, but I thought I signed for.
I'm happy that you're working. It makes me happy, and I'm happy to give you a lawyer. If you're working full time, even You know, I don't care. You're not killing it. That's okay. But I'm happy to give you a lawyer. My only concern is follow the law. Don't be a danger to my public. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
As long as you're not a danger, you're mortal enemies. And I'm telling you, it's not going to go well. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Just keep working. Do your thing. I already have an application on file. So for now, I'm going to have you go to Victoria, sign a reset. I'm going to have you take a seat in the jury box while we compile all the documents while we sign it. And then I'll have you talk to a lawyer here momentarily.
Okay. And my only question is, they wanted to see like paperwork. To see at my job, they wanted to see some paperwork that it could show that I can't go back to work. Since the moment I had gotten the PR bond, they just asked me to wait to go to court. It's temporarily just see.
Do you need like a work excuse?
No, to like, am I allowed to like go bad? Like they told me to take
So let's do this. Let me give you the lawyer. You can talk to the lawyer and the lawyer can talk to me and we'll go forward. Okay? Let's just do that.
To work. Yes, sir.
Yeah, and I want you to go back to work. You need to be productive, right? So, all right, let me have you just sign a reset and we'll have you take a seat in the jury box and I'll find your lawyer here.
All right, Judge, next is case 7. Come on up.
Your Honor, I'm Gomez, no contact, no weapons for bond conditions.
Don't worry about it. Because we're monitoring him for no alcohol,
Yes, Judge.
right?
Judge, you said no firearms, no weapons.
Yeah. No alcohol, no drugs, random UAs.
Miss GRY's case shows how DWI encounters can differ dramatically. She's a CPA with a high-functioning life, yet one night of drinking puts her in the same courtroom as someone with multiple offenses. The legal system treats the behavior, not the resume. Makes you wonder, how much context should the court consider, and how much is strictly black and white?
No contact, no going back to the house in question. I think that's it. Ms. Okafor, I have your client in the box. So if you want to do PC, you have an arraignment, right?
Yes.
So let me just do this and then we can get you, okay? What's the name?
Guidry on
Got
page
it.
7.
All right, good morning, Ms. Guidry. Ms. Guidry, you're charged with driving while intoxicated. You're facing up to 6 months in jail and or a $2,000 fine. We're going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can award one will be appointed to you, man.
Yes, Judge. On December 7th, 2024, at approximately 2:35 a.m., the officer conducted a traffic stop on the defendant's vehicle. After observing it stopped at a light with the right turn indicator on, but the vehicle not moving. The light cycled 2 more times to green, but the vehicle did not move. Upon making contact with the vehicle, the officer observed the defendant, the driver, and a passenger to both be asleep, and the passenger had an open liquor container on her lap. The vehicle was in drive, and the defendant's foot was on the brake pedal. The defendant eventually woke up after continuous attempts to wake the defendant and the passenger. The officer observed a strong odor of an alcoholic beverage on the defendant's breath and person. The defendant admitted to drinking 3 Hurricanes and 2 Amarettos, and standard field sobriety tests were performed. HGN 4 out of 6. Walk and turn 7 out of 8, 1 leg stand 4 out of 4. The GIC was read and the defendant consented to breath. The results were .107.
I'm going to find that there's probable cause to go forward with your case. Does she have a Texas driver license?
It's eligible, Your Honor.
You're not allowed to drive unless you have liability insurance in your name. This is a condition of your bond. If you violate these conditions, then you will go to jail. Do you understand?
Yes.
I'm also ordering you not to consume alcohol or illegal drugs. You will be randomly tested. Likewise, you test positive for drugs or alcohol, illegal drugs or alcohol. It's not going to go well. Do you understand, ma'am?
Yes,
Tell me, what do you do for a living?
I am a CPA.
You're a CPA. How much money do you make a month?
How much money I make a month? I want to say like 8. I'm not.
8,000?
Yeah, I'm not.
Amazing.
It's amazing.
You 8,000 a month? Are you kidding me? That's amazing. What are you talking about?
But this is embarrassing.
Killing it. No. That's all right. Look, let's not say it again any further. You need a lawyer to represent you. Okay. So what I'm going to have you do is I'm going to have you go to Victoria, sign a reset. We'll get you with Fleisher for your bond conditions. You really make that kind of money, Mom? You doing that?
Exactly. I'm aiming to
Oh,
something, but almost
let me, you work full time?
no.
Can you afford a lawyer?
I can.
Okay. We'll give you time. If you ever have any issues, come back, talk to us, and then we can always go further, whether you need an appointed lawyer or not. Okay, so I'm just, communication is key. I need you to talk to me and then we can, if you need, we can appoint your lawyer if you have any problems out there, okay? All right, so understand this though, there's a lot of timing requirements with the DWI, so don't wait. Get on it quick, okay? Yes, ma'am.
Page 8, Jimenez, come on up. Page 8, Jimenez.
Is that you?
It's my dad. It's my dad, sir.
Where is Vladimir Jimenez?
It's my detention center, sir. I did.
So you,
I did hire a lawyer, sir. She's supposed to be in contact with you. Miss Esther. Esther?
Esther what?
No, I just have.
You have a,
Apparently the dad is the one that's on the docket and this is the daughter trying to say he's in a detention center somewhere.
right, so we,
But it's, yeah.
just, let's do this. I'm gonna readdress this in a little bit. Let's see if your lawyer, is your lawyer supposed to come here today?
No, she can't. We've been talking all week and she said that this was too on top of her schedule, so she.
Okay, so let's do this. Just, I'm gonna have you take a seat. We'll come back in a little bit and we'll figure out how to go forward.
I can see if they're.
If not, I'll do it in a bit. You know, once we do, we'll look to see if we can find him online, if he's in, ICE. Ms. Okafor, are you ready? Hey, can we do this? Okay, so you have Miss Adams, right? Okay, come up, ma'am.
Is she in the jury box because she was late?
No, no,
Oh, just for a ring. Okay.
she's not in trouble. No one's,
All right.
I just wanted to make sure that we had her, we don't lose her. Hi. Shall we dance? All right, so Miss Adams, you are charged with driving while intoxicated. You're facing up to 6 months in jail and or a $2,000 fine. We are going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present if you cannot afford one.
The officer was dispatched to a gas station in Harris County, Texas in response to a welfare check. Upon arrival, the officers noticed the defendant's vehicle with a flat tire and front right bumper damage, with the defendant asleep laying backwards in the driver's seat. The officer observed that the vehicle was off, but the keys were in the ignition. While officers were investigating, the defendant began to wake up, and the officer observed the defendant reach into her back seat. The officer opened the door and began asking the defendant how the vehicle damage occurred. The defendant stated she did not know. The officer asked for the defendant's license, and when he received it, there was vomit on it. The officer also observed vomit on the side of the door and an odor of an alcoholic beverage. Officers asked the defendant where she was coming from, and the defendant stated she left Uptown Lounge at approximately 3 a.m. and pulled into the gas station after noticing her tire was flat. The defendant admitted to having one mixed drink at the bar, and upon an inventory search of the vehicle, the officer found car keys on the back seat and more vomit in the center console. Center field sobriety tests were conducted, HGN 6 out of 6, walk and turn 6 out of 8, and breath was consented to. The results were .097 and .095.
Finally, we see an extradition case. Miss Torres is wanted out of state. Extradition adds layers of complexity. Local holds, pending charges in other counties, and timing all matter. Courts have to coordinate across jurisdictions, which can turn a single case into a logistical puzzle. True crime fans, think about it. Behind every court date, there's a web of legal hoops to navigate.
Okay. Did you want to say anything?
I mean, I guess the only thing that I wanted to add or just emphasize for the court that she pulled over to a public place. The car technically was off, right?
What time did the officers arrive?
And her breathalyzer was very low.
It was 8:25 hours.
So 8
a.m.
Or is that 8 a.m.?
I believe it's 8 a.m. You're right. Yes,
So she pulled into a public place because, I mean, her tire was flat. So at that time, she didn't remember how that occurred. That's based off what the officer says, but we haven't listened to that. This is PC. Yeah, so.
The officer also did see the keys in the ignition. I just want to emphasize that.
Say that again?
He did witness like the keys being in the ignition when he approached.
But you said the keys were in the back trunk.
He said he saw the defendant reach behind into the back seat while he was conducting his investigation. But when he first approached the vehicle, the keys were in the ignition. I confirmed that with the officer yesterday. And it's on body cam.